Bro, have you started the YouTube?
I just
Did you start the right one? Mine still says schedule, but let me refresh. Yeah, okay, it's the right one. I just need to refresh. Oh. What the fuck is he saying?
Dude, I wish I could see the YouTube chat. Fuck.
Wait, do you see that Justin sent a message? You're not, bro. Ned's retarded. Wait, maybe YouTube's mute. Not sorry, maybe I'm retarded. यार Okay, I'm gonna stay muted on Zoom, and then I'll listen to the YouTube, and then if it's muted, I'll unmute myself on Zoom. Okay. Totally. Nah, it didn't work, huh? Is your laptop not on the mute thing? Like mine was, remember? Mute thing. Like
Okay.
mine was, remember?
Testing, testing. You can hear me now?
Like mine was, remember?
Testing, testing. You can hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, sorry guys, so you just missed the whole breakdown. Overall, we are in a little bit of a range here at the moment, between about 55 and 45. That is a pretty big range, but it's getting choppier and choppier, and we're sitting at the highs now. Just being bullish overall, I would like to, at this point, wait for the news. We've got 2-3 minutes until news, but what I would like to see here is a sort of break and retest of this zone to come up to 60, possibly even 65. Can also look for the wick fill on the daily. If we do, let's say, get a pullback with the news now, come back down into 45, we can look for rejections here, but I would actually, if we're going to get that deeper pullback, I would like to see us come into about 43, 42. And we could see some hard rejections here, just like you did later in the session yesterday, and see a nice run up later, probably after NYC, something like that. So pullbacks to 45, or either 45 or 42, looking for something like that, or breaks above 55. Now, on a normal day, if we got a push up into 60 with news and saw rejections, I could even take sells off of there. But it's so, I'll admit it, I'm scared to take sells. I'm scared to take sells. I think if the data is really good for the dollar, maybe, let's say you get really good data for the dollar, yet you still get a push up, and then you see rejections of 60, maybe it's worth it. Maybe I'll give it a shot. But just with the way gold is moving, you know, gold, for anyone who doesn't know, is a safe haven. So in times of fear, uncertainty, gold is more bullish. If you zoom out on a macro perspective, gold has always been bullish. But these are the times where you're going to see a lot of demand in gold and see heavy pushes up. Last week, Friday, we saw a 600 pip move up in gold. $60 move. You know, those are not days you want to be selling. Yesterday, you did have a rejection here at 60 and retraced nearly 200 pips. But I mean, for me, it would have been more ideal to wait for that pullback into this 42 zone, which was an idea given yesterday. So pullbacks into 42 and then rather ride the bars up with the trend. So here we've had news come out. We have formed a new high for the day. Let's see. Okay, so that's pretty good numbers there. Way better than the forecast, better than previous. But I mean, as we can see, it hasn't had a major effect on gold just yet. This Philly Fed was negative, so I mean, overall, mixed data for those two folders. But that unemployment claims is pretty good. I just don't think unemployment claims ever holds that much weight. I think you'd have to be way out of range. And that's not too far out of range here. So, right here, if we do get a break of this daily high, you know, because we created a low here at COMEX, just before COMEX, you've basically come back into this area and respected it with the news. If you get a break of the daily high now, you could take that more aggressive idea. The thing is, your stop would be pretty big here. But yeah, if price does break that daily high, you are expecting a nice clean push. So you wouldn't need to really take a full stop. If it's not giving you the push you need, you can see it's looking more like a rejection, then rather just get out. Could even do something like this. Yeah, I think I'll take that. I'm gonna give that a shot. If we break above that 55.18, 55.2, let's call it. I'm gonna give that idea a shot. Personally, with the breakout trade ideas, you know, I want to go lower risk. These are more aggressive ideas, just like yesterday. Yesterday obviously paid very nicely. But I like the idea of breaking the daily high, the current high, and starting to see that wick being filled from yesterday. It would be even better if you could see that this 5-minute close bullish. The next 5-minute creates a bottom wick. You use that bottom wick that's being created on the new 5 as your stop loss. And then next 5 breaks the highs here. Yeah, so in head. We can see here, even with that news, DXY is still seeing rejections off of this zone, pushing bearish. But yeah, I don't want to chase this idea. It looks like we're seeing more rejections here at 55. I'm not too interested in sells back into this range. This range is pretty choppy. Lots of issues trying to sell back into this range. But like I say, on the 5 minute, got that bullish close, got a nice bottom wick there. So now you can use that new 5 minute wick as your stop loss for this idea, and that should be more than enough of a stop there. About 26 pips. Okay, here it comes.
Did you get in now?
Okay, chat. So I'm in there. I'm in. Let's see. Need to see a nice push here. Stops are gonna be at 52.3. So stops are about 32 pips. Sorry, 30 pips. I got in obviously with spread a little bit higher. Looking for the push up to 60. So I don't want to strangle this. Yeah, I'd like to say break even and TP1 at 1960. And then runner TP, I mean, you can have it wherever you want. 2000, the moon, wherever. But this 1965 to 1970, you can see I've got it like marked out as a zone. It's a very tricky area. Looking to the left, you have a lot of rejections. So I would rather take my profits at 65 and call it a day. But if you want to have runners up to 1980, that could work. maybe have some headlines with the news later on in the day. Five-minute close quite nicely there, above 55. So first minute of the 5, just giving you a bottom wick. Okay, so obviously I'm just monitoring the 1 minute because we obviously did see some rejections here at about 56. We just need to be careful of that. Don't want to see a fake out, obviously. Sitting back at entries here. If we are closing back below 55, even on a 1 minute, I'll manage my position here. So your 15-minute is closing in 3 minutes.
Did you manage?
No, I haven't. If we break that
I'll
1 minute
manage.
low, I'll manage.
No, I just went off what you said. When the minute closed underneath that, I just closed out.
Yeah,
Not closed
close
out the
50%.
position. Like, yeah.
Close 50% if we break that low.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think if we break that previous bullish low, I'll actually close full. Yeah, that doesn't look nice. So I've just moved my stop loss to 53.8. Because if this 5 in the last couple of seconds here, you know, breaks its own low or closes below 55. Could be a fake out. And then the next 15 minutes, we see rejections of 55 here. So at that point, I would want to be out anyway. Like I say, with this idea of the break of the daily high, you're looking for a pretty hard impulse, which we did get, but obviously not to the levels I wanted to see to manage. So as it's coming against me, just keeping the management quite aggressive. Went from a 30 pip stop to a 15 pip stop. Taken a lot of risk off. That 1 minute close bullish. We did close above 55. But yeah, if you break that previous 5 minute low, since you did close bearish, there's still a higher probability that this is a fake out.
This is just a 5-minute biltong to the top, man. Don't worry.
I don't like when these candles are so big. Like for the
It's a
biltong.
big 5-minute biltong. I know.
But it's got a bigger wick to the bottom, which does make it look like still more bullish.
At the end of the day, the 5 that did close didn't engulf, so it could be a fake out. But like, this fake out isn't. How do I say this? This isn't a full confirmation of a fake out for me. Where if that 5 minute engulfed that 5 type thing, be different. I probably could have closed full by now, you know. So
yeah. No, nothing right now
or
is saying
that shit right
it is a fake out.
You know, to the left there, where it's like 5 closes nice and strong, then the next 5 closes doji, then the other 5 closes bearish. That's also fake out to me, bro. I don't like that. If you go to a 5 minute, you'll see it like almost all the time at the highs. There's one right there.
Yeah.
There, right. Okay, no,
go.
Well, there and the 5 bull, nice strong 5. Then the next 5 after that is a doji candle, like big wick, top and bottom. Not too big to the bottom, but you know, to the top. Then a small body. Then the next one's bearish.
Yeah.
You'll see. Go to the most recent high before this one.
Yeah,
the closest one to the current high.
I like this as a setup for like a reversal. Actually,
yes.
I've been thinking to just call this a reverse biltong.
A reverse biltong.
Yeah, because I still call it a biltong.
You'll go to the most recent high, well, the closest recent there perfectly. That big ass bull there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you.
Yeah, that's perfectly exactly what I'm saying. And then the moment that after that 5 minute closes like that, like all messed up, the moment that next 5 doesn't have a top wick to even come close to matching and breaks the previous 5's low, dude, it's fucking gone. Almost every time I've looked at it, it's gone, dude. Like there's no coming back at that point. You might as well close it. If you're in the wrong trade, you might as well close your position full. Because I'm telling you, because that's where I manage. That's where I manage most of the time. That's where I close off 50%. And then,
even on a 15-minute here, and sort of.
It happens on 15. It's just once again, it's one of those things where if it's happening on a higher time frame, it's a stronger confirmation. That's it. 5 minute, it might not be, but like a 30 doing that, fuck it, come on,
But if you've got nice like zones marked up, and then you see price come into those zones and give you that setup, like you can be quite, I don't know, I would like to say that you could be quite aggressive with those rejections.
You can just be much more aware that you can execute, like, like you don't have to be like, you don't have to question what like where you're gonna execute and stuff. Like, just kind of just do it, but like have like your head on your shoulders. So, but also, I don't want to say this, but when DXY lines up, when that happens, and DXY is lining up with that, then I fucking get aggressive. So, yeah.
You get aggressive, eh?
I do.
Fuck shit up.
Sometimes you feed me pre-workout. I drank some more of your pre-workout, by the way. Hope it's fine.
Oh no, it's fine.
Not that I give a fuck, because it is fun. Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought.
a pussy pre-workout. It's got no caffeine.
I have to take it, but else there might not be no Nico walking around. So
Yeah, please take it. If it keeps you sane, take it.
Are you taking the non-stim one?
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh well.
after most.
the pussy one.
Yep.
Nah, it's nice though. It is nice.
Yeah, I had an
Dude,
insane pump.
it's a different feeling compared to the stim one.
Yeah, you don't buzz.
Yeah, you don't quack, dude. And that fucking that
I
thing I
swap
gave
the
you,
quack.
yes, you quack. That thing I gave you, but you.
Yeah.
Chat, I don't like the look of this. So if we break that previous 5-minute low, I think that's a good place to manage, because that's the 15-minute low as well. You're gonna be creating new lows after we created a high. You know, this is like a 5-minute support. We don't want to see that support candle low being broken on the 5. It's the reverse proton. Yeah. Okay. Let's just see what's cutting here.
Also, 4-hour close coming.
It's 10 minutes till the 4-hour close.
Yeah,
Cutting
but
in the 1 minute.
this thing's pushed up quite a bit, so I might pull back before the 4-hour close and just wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna close off. No, I'm actually gonna close even more than half, 60%. And then I'll just leave that other little bit to either hit stops or to do its thing. Yeah, but I mean, like I say, managing the risk here could definitely give it enough of a chance.
Dude, but like we said, if it breaks that high and we don't get the push, we're gonna be aggressive with managing it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of what we did yesterday too, but we got the push. So, yeah. I mean, fuck. If what is this? What is your stop? Whatever your stop is, and it's already managed. Whatever. Okay. And what's your entry? 55.3.
55.3. Yeah.
I mean, fuck, and it's managed at 50% off the table. Now, this is the risk on the table, and what we can gain is a push like yesterday. No, fuck me, bro. I will put this risk on the table every time if that's what I can gain from it. So I mean, it makes sense, you know.
Well, to put it into perspective, let's see, how much would I lose here? So my stop right now is 14 pips, so I would lose 40. Overall, I wouldn't even lose. Okay, let's just say I used a 3 lot. I wouldn't even lose $300, which is like 10 pips. But if
After closing out 50%,
yeah.
60%.
No, like total. If I hit stops now, I would lose $300.
Yeah.
But you know, the upside was, let's say,
if you got 90 pips like yesterday, 2,700 in the full position.
Yeah.
Managed halfway. Let's say you manage it halfway.
Full position
And
would have
close
been
out.
about $3,000, which is like 10x of what my loss would have been.
Yo, look at that R&R, eh? Just shush. Hey, we in profit. Fuck it. I didn't even realize that. Well, we test.
Yeah.
I was playing Clash of Clans, dude. I don't even look.
Yeah. At this point, you know, I'm not gonna look to add to this or anything. If we can run, I'll let this position do its thing. I'll probably still close 50% at 60, leave 50% to run to 65. But otherwise, waiting for NYC, seeing if you maybe get deep pullbacks. Because that 4 hour, I was looking very clean for a continuation. Goodness me, sorry. You just consolidated on the 4 hour here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. You had all these wicks to the upside. Now you've got a nice strong body. It just makes sense in this time of volume. Generally speaking, this 4 hour candle that's about to open in 3 minutes generally has the most volume on gold in a day. I mean, yesterday, from the highs to the lows on that 4 hour, you had about 240 pips of movement.
Just
you know, so anticipating the next 4 hour to fill this wick for 50 pips is not really a big ask.
Yeah, going back to the 4 hours filling the wicks for us, eh? On the closes. Just when last we trade that strategy on gold.
What is that?
Raja's
4 hour
strategy
wick?
with the 4 hour. When the 4 hour closes and the next 4 will go to fill that wick before like pulling back on it or whatever, you will get that wick fill, Rogers. That was like 2020, I think. Like that shit doesn't happen anymore like it used to. But it was a thing. Definitely was a thing. Fuck it. Markets were simple then, bro. Wait for 4 hour close. You best believe it's filling the wick whichever way. Fun.
Wouldn't those oaks, I don't know, Raja spoke about his like early trading with Ted somewhere. And then they would wait for a 4 hour candle to close. And then let's say the 4 hour closed bullish. So you know that there's like a 90% chance that it creates a bottom wick. So on the new 4 hour they would sell it. Is that what you're talking about?
No. Raja has a thing on YouTube.
From somewhere.
No,
that
Raja has a
explaining video.
Yes, that way it says that 4 hour wick fill thing.
I do remember.
Yeah,
that.
I know you have. That's why I'm reminding you. We've spoken about it too, but I'm saying that you used to must have that strategy with the 4 hour. Like obviously not just that, but that was one of the things in his arsenal of the 4 hour. But it's not even a thing for him anymore. So because it's not you can't use it in today's price. So yeah. But I mean, I mean, I don't know about you, but I was using that thing, like not exactly to how he was, but I was using this like that way as well when I was trading gold. So
looks sketchy.
yeah,
Sketchy bongo.
yeah, it's the minute before the 4 hour close. So
if this 4 hour can just close above 55, looks good. What do you guys think of my new like way to mark up charts? I like the zones like this.
what changed?
I just put an outline. I just put an outline on the box.
I thought you were talking about the bright yellow.
And then I got a bright yellow line here.
That's obvious. Then the boxes I like because the boxes don't just like, it's not just one line, you know, like it gives
Yeah.
you more of a bit of a range where you need to break
Yeah.
in and close in and
Yeah, that's what I
so
like about it as well. Like I've started using these rectangles more as like zones. Yeah, this little baby's gonna hit stops here. Maybe I jinxed it. Nah, I'm out. But yeah, I mean,
same. That's 5 minutes gonna make a top week now. Watch, you jinxed us, Connor.
it's essentially a 10 pip loss. On MetaTrader, it says I've closed full at 54.3. Entry was at 55.3. 10 pips. Very
I took a
nicely managed. You know, you don't know how steep this 4-hour bottom wick will be. You're gonna be way better off waiting here to see how that bottom wick forms. And if you get a high probability setup on the new 4-hour, bang it. You know, if you've managed your risk on that previous trade, you've got more bullets to go. Fire away. But if you over risked or if you're gonna hold that loss, you're gonna waste your opportunities. Because when it does give a nice setup, you're gonna either have taken a big loss already, or I don't know.
We had a plan from the start, bro. That's what it is. Our plan was get in. If it doesn't push up hard, we be aggressive, we manage it, and we wait. And if you rewind and look to now, you'll see what we did. Exactly that.
No, 100%.
Come without a plan, you're gonna learn. You come here without your plan, you're gonna learn. So enjoy learning then.
The timing's a bit cuck, but the 15 minutes nice with the biltong.
Yeah, it's also the stop is like.
But the thing is,
Deep.
to sell it about.
Bar.
Oh, goodness me. Oh man.
Bless you.
Worst spread in the game, Axie. Is it? What's the spread? Because I was looking at Axie for that funding thing, but fuck MetaTrader 4. I could never get around to it because it's a fair form. Can't bring myself.
Dude, I was on it the whole time. I knew it well. I was on MetaTrader 4 all the fucking time was with because I created too many accounts on RC. So when my live account was at RC, I could never move to MetaTrader 5, and I couldn't delete the accounts that I created for some reason. So I just stayed at MetaTrader 4 and I kept it there. And then eventually, when I think I pulled all my money out my live to just go funded, and then yeah, I didn't have any money in there anymore. And then when I put money back into a live, it was at Tickmill. It wasn't there. Well, I had money in Blueberry too, but then I went to Tickmill when you spoke about Tickmill. But Blueberry, dude, Blueberries of that's something we need to talk about, bro.
What do you mean?
Dude, the no commissions, bro.
The no commissions.
Oh, it makes like fuck me. It makes sense, bro. Like, think about the amount of commissions we've had since last week Monday to today. Last week Monday to today, the amount of commissions, bro. Actually, fuck that. I'm gonna go look. Bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna be like fucking stupid. That's all I know.
I'm checking the last month.
$1,000 on fucking commission in the last month, bro. You're crazy, dude. I'm telling you, Blueberry's a thought, dog. Fuck me, $1,000 on commissions in the last month.
You must also have a look at fusion markets. So, you know, when I was looking at different brokers, I was in commissions. That's including swap. But I know on on most other brokers that are charging $7 for a lot, that amount would be like easily 1,000.
Oh, well, mine was just commission. With my spread, it's $1,300, bro, for the last month on just commissions and swap. But I mean, swap would be there regardless, so that's why I didn't count it. You know, commissions. Yeah, obviously, fuck. I mean, we just trade gold, bro. Why the fuck would, like, you know, like, shit. I get it on the funded, it makes sense. We can't choose. But on lives, dude, there's no way I'm paying commissions again. Like that.
The thing is, I'm like,
This is funded.
I don't trust a broker that doesn't charge commissions, bro. Like, something is wrong there. And I think just down the line,
You know,
something
like, even
is
this
not going to
spreads.
work out. No, I don't know. I don't like that risk.
And yeah. Nah, but I mean, isn't, you know who there? What's his name?
Don.
Don, yeah. Isn't Don there? With his
Don
big
gets
account and all?
paid by them.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Never mind. Another Roger story. Never mind. So that makes it difficult.
I may be wrong. I may be wrong. I'm not saying anything. Don is a good guy, but I mean, if you get paid by a broker, surely that's incentive to stay by them. And no commissions, yes, that is good. But there's a reason you got no commissions. Look at
Maybe the
Forex
spread.
funds. Why they got fucked, or they fucked people, because they had their own broker. So one of the things that they were doing with that broker is they were charging commissions. Because the whole thing with the commission is the broker is a middleman essentially to a liquidity provider. So that commission is what the broker is paying to the liquidity provider to put your order through. So if that's the case, then what happened with my Forex Funds broker is because they were their own broker and operating, they weren't sending orders through to a liquidity pool or whatever, those commissions didn't need to be charged. So that commission essentially just went straight into their pocket. But I think, I don't know, bro. Brokers are confusing. Maybe they just, what do they call it? Like where the broker just fulfills all the orders. Like they'll trade against their clients. Maybe that's what they do. Which is okay. At the end of the day, as long as your orders are being executed. I'm just like, I'm wary of it. They're not regulated, nothing. I don't like that. I pay commissions for peace of mind.
If I'm have a hedging account, I know where it's gonna be at though. Fucking definitely where I don't have.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yes.
No, facts. Dude, you saw that position, that 30 lots Don held for like months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
made him
was
like
thinking,
300,000.
surely he got fucked by swaps. But shit, Blueberry
Bro,
probably just doesn't charge swaps.
I don't know, dude. All I know is I held 1 3 lot over one night, and I can't believe the swap on it. Now you wanna? No, bro. That's. There's no way that he's paying $3,000 a night on swaps, dude. Per night, $3,000.
It doesn't even make it worth it to hold a trade like that.
Dude, how long? I mean, it does.
You
Well,
own
okay.
an account from
No,
swaps.
but let's think about it, bro. If let's say you hold the trade for 10 days, that's $30,000 in swaps, but you made 300, so you sacrifice 30 to make 270. makes sense in that way, bro. But that's if your trade plays out, you know. So I mean, if you didn't even trail stop, you stopped to just break even, I
I
think.
don't think he had a stop.
So, but okay, probably not. So if stop was probably like 100 pip stops, like still in like negative, you know, blooming. But no, dude, like I think it's still worth it then. Like if you can just move your stop and cover your swap every night type of thing, and you just keep doing that, you know, that way you like staying break even. It's not swap getting you.
I
I
hear
think that's
you.
you
But
know.
it's like, what
Then like
happens when it ranges for a week?
yeah,
No.
yeah, dude, I don't know, dude. I mean, I think you just banged that trade, bro. Maybe that's all. Banged it in a fast enough time to not get chowed by swap, but to still bang it. So
I don't think he paid swap. I don't think Blueberry charges swap.
you're
Surely.
not gonna take a trade until up 3, eh?
No, not at this rate. Looks like shit.
It does look like cock. I'll be back at 3:30.
Sweet. Yeah, oh no, look. Even a pullback here into 1950 at NYC to see that continuation up. It just makes sense, makes a lot of sense for this 4 hour to continue moving bullish. I'm not taking sells. I refuse. Like I say, on any given day when you come up into a like a hard resistance and you are in a bit of a range, if there's ideas for sells, I'll take a sell of a resistance if I can see nice rejections and see that we don't have volume to push up higher. For instance, you know, even yesterday, moving so bullish like that. I'm not saying I would have sold here, but there was a move there. You know, there was a nice downside move, clean move down, but I'm not taking sells. Even if you come up into 1960 first and then come down. So I think if we were to just push straight up into 1960 now, you could get rejections and look for sells potentially. I mean that unemployment claims was pretty good. I just don't think it's good enough to support the idea of sells. And I don't want to be selling back into this range. 15 minutes until NYC. This 15-minute candle is closing quite a strong bullish, bearish candle. No top wick, no bottom wick. Funky price action. It is the first 15 minutes of the 4 hours, so just be careful. In this range, if you're taking trades, be careful. You know, at the end of the day, you can do what you want. A lot of people here obviously have a trading plan and everything, but there's a lot of people here who don't have a trading plan and who come to a stream to just follow along and to just take the trades of someone else because, oh, they found a stream on YouTube. But I will say to those who don't have a plan, obviously you need a plan, but I'll just say a word of warning: be careful in this range. If you don't have a plan, like I said to someone yesterday, get off the stream, go make a plan. Even if you are following along someone's trades, well, maybe that's fine. Maybe you like their trading style, but you need to have some parameters set around that. You know, first maybe watch the guy for a bit. See how he trades. See if you like the way he trades. Sometimes the style will work for you, sometimes it won't. So why I say pullbacks into 1950 for bars, even though it's still in the middle of the range. Looking at the 4-hour candle here, no top wick. Like I say, previous 4-hour close very nice and bullish. After consolidating, just overall being bullish. In this time of volume, it makes sense for this 4-hour to come back and drive bullish. You know, even if, let's say we just come down to 1950, get a bottom wick. If you get a setup on, let's say, the 5-minute of 1950, you know, there's a very high probability we at least can ride it back up to 55 to see that top wick being created for the 4-hour. And then you'll see, obviously, 1950, just a nice psychological level. But you're also retesting these candle bodies here. You'll see on the lower time frame, it's not very clean, but you have respected that 50 multiple times. In fact, you had a minor break and retest above there and push up to 55 pre-New York. So we're coming back down into the structure. We'll see what happens at NYC. Oaks have 1 to 10 already. Unfortunately, took the 1. Yesterday we got the 10 though.
Dude, yesterday was crazy.
Yeah, yesterday was beautiful.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's why I think these break of the daily high setups, you know, especially when there's this nice momentum, do make a lot of sense. Today it was a little bit tricky with the time and with the news and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, that the reason why I still gave it a shot is the news didn't really do much.
I mean, it was definitely well worth it.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I think it's a no-brainer actually. Fuck.
Yeah, because what if it played out like yesterday? Well, you pay
Bro.
a very small fee and find out, and then
Yep.
you know, it doesn't play out. Cool, try again. As long as you're making sure that that fee you pay to find out is small, to keep the loss small.
And I mean, even with that lowered risk, when it runs like that, it's whoa.
Yeah.
I was in shock yesterday. I was like going lower risk, and then when it popped off, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, yesterday pushed nicely. I mean, it's not every day you're gonna get like a clean 100 pip move, but with that like daily high or daily low setup, around let's say NYC, you know, you could easily be looking for 50 pips. Even if let's say with NYC you came down and broke 45, broke the London lows here at 45. I mean, you could get a push down to 40 with the NYC volume. I just wouldn't want to take sells because I think at that point you're looking more at like a price just grabbing liquidity to move up. So I would look for, if price was coming into this area, I would wait to see if we got rejections so I could take buys.
Yeah. Yeah. I also definitely wouldn't be comfortable selling.
Yeah.
Trying to go against this trend would be, hey, I don't know.
Painful.
Yeah,
Painful.
bro. You're in the trade now. You're just stressed the whole time instead of being confident.
Yeah.
Or I would be.
Well, our hourly candle did close above these candle bodies. I mean, either way, it looks like we're gonna come up and create that top wick, and we'll see what happens. We'll probably get this 4-hour flip around NYC in 7 minutes. I don't like taking candle flips. I don't like it. I would not pull the trigger on this. That's just me, personal preference. But it may play out in this scenario. I can't. Yeah, the reason these candle flip entries are sketchy is, you know, on the hourly, it looks like if this candle were to flip bullish, you would continue to drive up. But you do have a zone here. You do have some issues to the left. When you go down to a 15 minute, you'll see we've already got resistance here. So, you know, it makes sense for the hour to come back and create that top wick. If it does want to go down, it 9 out of 10 times will come back to get that top wick first. So if you're looking at it like, okay, I'm going to take this hourly flip entry, price is going to come tap you in, creating that top wick for the hourly. And then this 15 minutes is going to leave a strong wick to the upside and come back and flip bearish. That's why I don't do candle flips. Because there's a high probability that you get triggered in, but I just think it's a very low probability setup. I think you'd be better off with this 15 closing bullish, actually showing you that you're finding support, and then giving it a shot, or closing above 55. 5 minutes to NYC. Oops, keep the chat entertained here. Give them some wisdom.
Fuck.
I'm just
Some
gonna go to the
wisdom.
toilet quick.
Oh,
Behave.
I'll try. I'm gonna be boring and sit in silence. Sorry, Oaks. Fuck that, I actually got load shedding in half an hour, so time to make some food quick.
Come back down into those lows from the news. This 50.5 is like your I'm trying to distinguish what would be the low, the COMEX low. I would say this 50.5. So this kind of little zone here on the lower time frame, it is an area of interest because when we create lows with COMEX or with news and we're moving bullish, if you're coming back down into those lows and we are respecting those lows, often those then become the lows for the session. So we're coming down into those lows right before NYC, but it looks sketchy. I'd rather wait to see if NYC could even give you a tap of 50. 30-minute looks very sketchy. Closed engulfing bearish, obviously back in this range, but like I say, based on the 4 hour, that's what I'm focused on here. 4 hour looks very good to come up and flip, or create a top wick at least. So let's see if we can come down into 50 and see some rejections here. Yeah, the 30-minute looks really ugly, but in this time I'm paying more attention to the 4 hour higher time frame trend and lower time frame, how the 5 minutes is sort of reacting to key areas. So this is a key area for me, and let's see if we get rejections here. Doesn't look ideal, but I think it makes sense that if we get rejections here, to at least ride it up to 55. Good work. But you have to wait for confirmations. Because price will do what it wants. If it wants to move bearish, glass below 1950, you don't want to be buying prematurely. Any news coming up? Existing home sales at 4. Jerome Powell is speaking later as well. So nice rejection on the 1 minute. I'm not crazy about taking entries on a 1 minute though. I'd rather wait for this first 5 minutes of NYC to close. Very nice rejection of that zone. You know, I'll just be taking note of the 1 minute idea, like paper trade this idea in my mind. But I don't like to take 1 minute entries, especially in the first 5 minutes of NYC, unless it's very clean. But in this range, I don't want to be too aggressive. So nice rejection candle on the 5 minutes, but it's super choppy. I think if we break that 5 minute high, we should be good to push up to 55 here after those rejections. Let's just see. Yeah. I'm gonna pull the trigger. No, let's wait. It's sketchy. It's very sketchy. Okay, that's the first minute of the fall. No, I'm gonna wait for something better. I like this rejection, but this range is so ugly. Let's see if we could see something like this on the 5 minutes. Annotate. If you get another bearish candle here, back into the zone. Next 5 minutes closes bullish. That'll look a little bit better for me personally. Hmm. 1 minute structure doesn't look bad. Yeah, 1 minute looks clean. Hmm?
Yeah, on that 1 minute looks like it's in takeoff now.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna give it a shot. So I've gotten in a little bit late, but stops will be below this 1 minute structure. Because we're gonna push up into 55 here. It's easy 17 pips or so. It's more than enough range to take a trade. So gonna give it a shot. 1 minute looked clean. Stops below the 5. Let's see how this 5 closes. Looking really good. You know, with NYC, waiting for a 5 minute to close in your direction is is solid. If we moving bullish and then NYC, you get a little bit of a setup, you pull back into a zone, and then you get that bullish 5 minute at NYC. Next 5 minutes, you're looking to see some nice volume. So we do need to be careful at 55. As that hourly candle flips, I would like to see us just blast at this point. Stops about 25 pips. got my stop loss at 50.7. The 1 minute was too clean to wait for the 5. So I just pulled the trigger there. As we saw, the 1 minute had already seen a rejection here of 50, pushed up a little bit. Looked like we were going to come back and revisit 50, and then this 1 minute said no, we're taking off. Next 1 minute pushed up, and 5 minute closed very nice there. Very tricky zone. I want to see that 5 minute high being broken, and then I'll go break even. Because that 55 is still sketchy. You still be careful. Okay, so I'm going to move my stop loss to entry, risk-free trade. My entry's a little bit higher here. So, like I say, the idea is that we did have a little bit of range to push up to 55. And then that just gives you an opportunity to see, okay, what's going to happen at 55? You know, if you had a hard rejection at 55, came right back to your entry, you can manage immediately. Yeah, we're not seeing a hard rejection, but we have broken the previous 5 minute high. So with volume, I'm anticipating this next 5 to continue pushing. Stops are basically below the current 5 minute low. New 15's about to open up. You know, if you want to give it more room, you don't want to be too aggressive with the stop. You can leave it where it was, but just be careful of rejections here at 55. Well, they're gonna take a break even, considering this is quite an ugly range, and you know, then I'll just call it a day.
My phone screen's bugged, so I was tapping bar, but I got in flipping late. I think I'm like 10 pips up from where you got in.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And with this volume, if we can come up into the daily highs, break above that daily high, that's an easy push to 1960. It's kind of why I'm thinking of giving it a little bit more room. The 4 hour looks so clean, man. You know what? The 4 hour looks really clean. I'm gonna give it a little bit more room because that new 15 minute might give you a wick down. Should we change this quick? Yeah, no. You know what, chat? I'm gonna leave the stop where it was. But we need to be careful, yeah. closed below 55, but you've closed very nice and bullish on the 15. This 15-minute candle, if you go back test NYC, if this 15-minute candle gives you a strong confirmation, generally the last 15 minutes of this hour can have a nice move. But yeah, it's tough that you're still below this resistance zone. But I think we should blast through here with this volume. 4 hour looks so clean. I think now, if we break the previous 15-minute high, moving stops to break even will be sensible. Because we've given this 15-minute a chance to do its thing, get a bit of a bottom wick if it wanted. But once it breaks the previous 15-minute high, you know, we want to see a nice push. So we don't need to mess around. I would bring my stop loss in. And it just broke that 15-minute high. Okay, yeah. Breaking the 15-minute high. Bring stops to break even. We're coming for, goodness, coming for the daily high. You know when you get like a tickle in your throat? That kind of cough that just is like nagging you.
Yeah. Been having it.
Yo. It's like, I don't even feel sick, man. This cough is just like relentless. Keeps me up at night.
What is it like? Allergies and shit.
I don't know, dude. Alright, let's see. I haven't closed anything just yet, but we are running up about 27, 28, 29, 30 pips. So you can look to close some. But like I say, if we get that daily high break, you're anticipating quite a nice push here. Let's see the 5-minute close. If the 5-minute doesn't close above here, I'm going to close 50%. Okay, I'm going to close 50%. And that's the L covered. I mean, you know, now you got risk-free runners, and like I say, if you break that daily high, you're gonna have a banger. So yeah, I closed about 23 pips. Reason I'm closing here, I don't want to be greedy, you know, I want to be in and out. If we had closed above this resistance on the 5, I know then there's a higher probability for us to push up. Here at this point, closing below, you know, we can already see now we're pulling back a little bit. I don't want to give up too much, but definitely want to leave some on the table for that potential upside. It's well worth it. But yeah, I mean, from up 30 pips, might as well secure a little bit there. I wanted to hold full, but I need to like speed myself into closing some. Yeah, you can see on the 1 minute rejected this resistance. I was hoping you would get that daily high break and then push to like 65. Oh, it is what it is. It's a decent day, nevertheless.
It would have been nice. I'm happy that I've had a pretty good week, so even after today, I'm not like too stressed to take anything tomorrow.
Yeah. No,
And if it's like super clean.
I'm actually gonna take the day off tomorrow. This week
Is
has
it?
been solid.
Oh, big one.
Yeah, solid week.
Yeah, I'd have to see something like super clean to take it. I'm not gonna like fuck around.
I've said to myself, I'll keep an eye on headlines, you know, keep an eye on gold. If it pops off like something's going on, then you know, I'll give myself a chance to take advantage of the opportunity. Like, I don't trade London, or at least not every day, but yesterday when I woke up and there was this move in Asian, I was like, okay, something's going on. Waited to see how London would set up, and yeah, just consolidated a bit, but we formed this low 5 o'clock, and then, you know, this like double bottom pattern. If you're talking patterns, the double bottom is quite powerful if you're moving bullish. So when I saw this, I thought, fuck, it's worth it. And yeah, I mean, I held a runner up to, because these were the positions taken in New York yesterday. And then I held a runner from that London entry and closed at the same time. So I mean, that was well worth it.
Yeah, solid. How many pips is that was from? 30?
Yeah, I'm out.
8 you got in.
Yeah, it was about 38. Yeah, 38. Yeah, I'm out of this trade. Yeah, just got hit break even. Yeah, pretty rangy session. I don't know, that 4 hour looks great to move up. Maybe later in the day you get a nice little move.
You don't think it will range a bit before tonight with Powell speaking?
Yeah. No, definitely. By the looks of things, I think you might just be stuck in this range before Jerome Powell speaks. Oh, but anyway. Banged. Yeah, I closed 50% at about 20 something pips, so basically a break-even session. Chilling.
Not bad.
Cool, chat. I'll see you tomorrow. No, I won't. I won't see you tomorrow. I'm gonna take the day off tomorrow. It's been a nice week. You know, I'm looking at kind of taking it easy on Fridays if I've had a good week, you know. So that's my plan for tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take it easy. Is there any news tomorrow? Let's see. No, nothing really. But yeah, you've got Jerome Powell speaking tonight. You know, maybe this brings some volume and then you get some carryover in London tomorrow. Last week, Friday, things went crazy. So just keep an eye on those news headlines. Other than that, you know, got quite a few red folders next week. And the following week, you have FOMC. So don't be surprised if this volume that we've had starts to slow down. You know, if there's no headlines coming up, if there's no escalations with this conflict, then things could slow down. We could get some consolidating, we could get some pullbacks. For now, it looks like it's just safest to ride the wave and keep taking buys, obviously. But like I say, don't get taken away. Zoom out. Like I say, have a look forward. 1st of November, we have FOMC. You know, if you go back and look at the price action through earlier this year, there were multiple times in the 2 weeks leading up to FOMC where price would just range. Obviously, we've got a lot going on now. There's no guarantee that price just ranges, but understand it's a possibility. And in those market conditions, you want to be careful. You want to preserve capital and you want to preserve your mental state. So this is something I used to speak about a lot, is especially through those times where we were ranging leading up to those FOMC meetings, we can actually go back and have a look just really quickly. You know, right here, this was the 2 weeks before an FOMC. It's probably an FOMC somewhere in here. But yeah, I remember that this particular, like 2 weeks of hard ranging was just waiting for this FOMC. And then if you were messing around in this range, because it was very tricky to trade. It was very tricky to trade, especially the deeper we got into the range. Like earlier on, there were some nice moves, but look later, like the last half of this range, it just got super tough. So if you're going to be just banging trades all day long, forcing trades in the range, getting burnt, by the time you get these really clean moves, you're not just going to be down on your account and start, you know, maybe lowering your risk because, oh, you're down, but you will be so mentally drained that you won't be fully there to execute on these positions, because you will be scared, your confidence will be down. So just be aware of that. It's not to say that we're going to range for the next 2 weeks, but just something to keep in the back of your mind. Cool, guys, take it easy. I mean, it's been an amazing couple weeks of price action, holy shit. That is so clean. You could have sat out the first 6 months of 2023. Anyway, chat, I'll see you